Butterfly, can you hear me in the chat? Testing 1, 2, 3. No, I'm not muted. Wow. All right, I'm going to go to the Twitter so I can read to you guys. I don't know what's going on with my internet. It might be okay now. My intro wouldn't even play. I couldn't hear it at anything. So, all right, Enton is reporting some people were brought out of this house. All right, let me get to what I'm need to look at here. JLR is still there. There's a cop. They're not to get to the crime scene. Yeah, they're 2 miles or so away. The News Nation feed you guys were looking at? Okay. Let me get to Twitter real quick. If anything goes crazy and y'all can't see me or hear me, please let me know. Yeah, thank y'all for coming back in. Like, this is so aggravating. Like, when we need it, that's when the internet decides to act up. Okay, 11 minutes ago. Shit, hold on. Shit. All right, when I pulled that up to read, it said my connection was gone. So I'm going to go pull it up on my phone and I'll read it to you guys. I'm going to pull JLR's feed back. Let me go back to his last post. According to Brian's reporting, it appears 2 individuals were taken out of the house where SWAT operation is happening. I'm told a nearby traffic stop is also connected. I'm outside the house. They like to pull people over too, right? They like to separate you, get one away from the house, and well, they did that with Carlos. They pulled them over. Hey, Riley. Welcome back into my mods. Thank y'all. Britt, welcome in. I don't know if all people we had watching a few minutes ago will come back. I appreciate everybody who was here watching with us earlier. We're trying to keep up the latest on this SWAT deployment situation happening. All right, I'm going to attempt to pull this feed back up. If it doesn't work, I'm just shutting down for the night, and we're all going to have to go get our updates, and I'll be posting to I don't post to Twitter, but I will post to the community tab. But I know y'all are going to go and watch this where y'all can find it. And I have no problem with that. But we can always come back in the morning and discuss it, whatever. I don't even know what the word I'm trying to do too many things at one time. Whatever develops. That's the word I was looking for. Okay. Let's try to see if this will work. Y'all let me know in chat if y'all can even see it, what the hell's going on.
But that's the owner of the home of the house they're at, according to tax records. I've been digging in a little bit. The individual is 60 years old. I'm not saying that's the person that's involved. It's just the owner of the house that authorities are searching right now, a Baird Green.
Again, I can see it perfectly fine back here. It looks like it may be coming up on screen for you guys.
BAIRDGREENE, a Baird Green. So 60 years old. Now, there's other occupants in the house. Who knows if they were there at the time?
He's reporting that The occupant of the home is coming back as a man.
Here now. Some police here.
But obviously Miss Nancy's not in there.
But I'm here. I'm just digging in a little bit while I'm here, but letting it speak for itself. There's a massive group of people out here that have come out to the scene.
See it now. Welcome back,
just to
Simi.
see what's going on.
All right. Brian's reporting that a man and a woman have been brought out of the house.
They have the entire block, have the entire neighborhood blocked off. That's what we have. So, you know, is this the closure? Where's Nancy?
Yeah, Nancy's not there.
Baird
Now
Green.
Unblocking
Who owns the home? They're at 6215.
6215.
What's going on?
It was a tweet. What did you send me a few minutes ago, Butterfly? Hang on. Let me go back to that. Oh, I think I just did.
So we might be in here for the long haul tonight. I'm going to keep the camera planted here and see what happens. JLR investigates, boots on the ground. Baird Green. Marana Police. Look, that said Marana Police. Marana Police is down here too. Got a lot of Oro Valley Police, Marana Police, Pima County Sheriffs.
Simi.
It's unclear.
Reports we might be getting a press conference soon, guys. We're going to be keeping an eye out on that. Simi, you cracked me up, Lord. I love it.
Baird Green.
Look.
He wants him out of the road. He's telling somebody to get out of the road.
First time you're doing this? It's a road. No.
It's the guy with the accent.
I'm going to my castle, right?
Yeah. Go ahead. I got
Let me go troll Twitter for updates as well.
people are out there blocking the road and everything like that. Yeah, there's a massive group of people here. I don't know what the heck is going on. So we wait and see. Wait for more information to come out.
So this house that they're at, guys, is 2 miles from Nancy Guthrie's house, according to Brian Inton.
Might explain. I was just looking on the map here. This might explain why there was no surveillance of no video or no surveillance of any vehicle. The reason being is this is literally like in the same Catalina Foothills neighborhood as Nancy. It doesn't expand out to Oracle. Doesn't expand up to Skyline. It's all tucked in the neighborhoods, and you know, so if these people are involved, and I don't know if they're involved or not, you know, people been detained. Looks like a serious issue. They never even made it out to those 4 key point intersections that we've been talking about. They've been within
2 miles from her house. What in the hell is going on?
We're at here, folks, so we'll continue to see what is going on. Share this video out. JLR investigates. Continuous coverage of the Nancy Guthrie kidnapping. Where is she? Where is?
Oh hell! What was the name of that? Oh shit!
Where is she? Oh, look at this. Looks like some sort of forensic van passing through.
Cindy, I'd like to send you a message.
This is wild stuff, folks.
Oh, there it is.
saw.
See what happens here.
Does anybody remember the name of the drummer in the band? If y'all do, put it in chat. I know it's Dominic is the first name, right? This is 2 miles from Nancy's house, so it's not adding up.
Are these the people that are involved with this? Whoever lived in that house, are they the real people that are involved in this situation, or is this what led them to them? It remains to be seen. Remains to be seen. Maybe we get a press conference, maybe we get some information about what's going on. Hello. This chat is going to be fast, folks. We're watching a boots on the ground. We don't know what's happening behind the law enforcement here. Yeah.
Oh, right behind.
Hi.
I live right behind Annie.
Oh, you live behind Annie?
Yeah.
You live in the house behind?
No, well, she's behind me.
Okay. So, what do you think?
Been surreal. It's been absolutely crazy to me.
Do you know who these people are?
I have no clue.
Did you hear them go in?
No.
You didn't hear Swat go in?
No, there was nothing going on over at Annie's house.
Nothing? There was rumors that there was a roadblock.
Yeah, I was watching your stream.
No roadblock?
Nothing.
Okay, nothing
There
going
wasn't
on.
even any.
Nothing going on over at Annie's house.
There wasn't even any media over there. Just the security guy.
So did the FBI go to your house?
Yeah.
They did?
Yeah.
What were they asking?
That was on that. Was it Tuesday? Wednesday?
It was on Tuesday?
Yeah.
What'd they ask?
They just wanted to go. They wanted to walk the property.
Walk the property.
Yeah, and you know, they actually called me because I was at work.
They did?
Yeah.
So to meet you there?
Yeah, they asked me if I was home.
Yeah.
I was like, no, I'm at work, about 30 minutes away.
That's what I noticed. I noticed a lot of the homes around there, the neighbors, they tend to like arrive there or waiting for the FBI.
That's
to
exactly
come
what
because
happened.
Like, hey, we're calling each and every
Trying to
person.
listen to their
Well,
conversation.
so they came to our house Thursday, the Thursday before that, and it wasn't. It was just the Miranda detectives.
Yeah.
Asking for camera.
It was Marana detectives?
Mhm. Yeah.
Marana. Why Marana?
They were helping out.
Okay,
with-
gotcha.
With everything.
Gotcha.
Because they were going door to door.
Yeah.
To see if we had any camera footage and everything on my cameras at the time. But I also had my settings screwed up to where, because you know how long our driveways are, right?
Yeah.
And it would only go off if somebody came into my driveway.
That's how mine is.
Not by the street. Because when I lived over in
Because otherwise you get alerts like all day long.
Okay, there's a search warrant being executed at the location according to Enton's reporting.
the street, and every
Yeah.
car, like my battery was dying in like 2 hours. And so, I didn't have anything, and we thought it was really weird. We didn't know any roads behind us at that point.
Yeah.
And then I was watching one of the news reports, and
keeping our lights off because we're very, very close to where this is happening. Yeah, Katie, sorry, it's a little dark. We're in our car, and there is an active SWAT situation happening right now. Earlier, I reported that the SWAT team was staging. They have now moved in on a house in Pima County, and again, we're keeping our lights off because we're very, very close to where this is happening, and we don't want to interfere at all, and we don't want to reveal our location, obviously. We don't want to compromise the investigation, but I know that they have already, from what I can tell, pulled 2 people out of the house, and I know that this is connected to the Nancy Guthrie investigation. That I have confirmed. whether this is going to pan out into something significant or whether we're going to sort of see what happened the other night with the man who was detained and then released, that I cannot tell you. But the amount of resources here is massive. We saw dozens of SWAT members. We saw at least 2 SWAT trucks fully armored. There's the FBI that is now out here. There's the Pima County Sheriff's Office. There's at least, I must have followed at least 24 sheriff's deputies and FBI cars into this neighborhood where I am now. So I wish I had more information. I have, again, confirmed that this is related to the Nancy Guthrie investigation, that this is a SWAT operation, and that they have pulled 2 people out. So I wanted to wait to come on until I knew that we were not putting any, law enforcement in jeopardy like before they went in. They have already gone in, but we're just kind of waiting, Katie, to see how this plays out.
Okay, that was a News Nation piece. All right, Butterfly, I'm checking it now. Thank you. I think that's the same general area they're already at, Butterfly. Looking at my notes of what these addresses I've gotten written down. That's where they're at now. That Camino del Michael is right there by Nancy's.
Yeah, Katie, sorry, it's a little...
Okay. 13 days and 2 miles. Lord, help us. I'm just wondering if this is really related to the kidnapper or if it's the people who were writing the letters, the ransom stuff, or the new guy to the TMZ people. Yeah, Brian's smart. He's going to lay low. He ain't going to be asked to leave. Not unless he gets in the way. Oh. Thanks, Riley. Interestingly enough, one of the homeowners to this property, their first name is Dominic. The last name is not Evans. I think it's according to what I saw. Check. The statement is coming from Chris Nano soon. When this is over, I said, hey, we can come out and talk about what's happening. I'm going to go, shh, Brian. Go look at that thingy here.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Nothing on their Twitter about it yet. Of course, we'll see it when it starts to happen. And it would appear that on a separate traffic stop, 3 other people.
Voy a pasar el paquete, ¿me pueden decir? No. Sí escucho. Sí escucho. Voy a pasar yo el paquete y vimos en la tarde. Bueno, hoy vamos a pasar el paquete, ¿me pueden decir?
Okay, I see it. Anjanette Levy posted 19 minutes ago. Media staging at the area set up at the corner of East Orange Grove Road and North Camino de Michael, PIO, from Pima Sheriff, is going to meet the media there. The location of the home at the center of this is 2 miles from Nancy's home. All right, mods, help me keep an eye out for when that happens. It's not posted on their Twitter yet or anything.
I got you. Yep, I got you.
They could be here for hours, especially with the search warrant. They got to do everything. We don't see an ambulance rushing in, rushing out either. That's alarming. Why am I hearing noises outside my house? What the fuck's going on? I'm gonna be nosy for a moment. Creepers ain't creeping up on my ass.
I got you. Yeah. Alex. Who's Alex? Alex.
My guard kid will take care of them, won't you? What am I hearing? I gotta go check this. I gotta go check the buds, guys.
That car needs to move. Hello? Move that car.
Move that car. Now. All right, I'll be right back.
Ok. Y regresamos después del paquete.
As he uses big boy voice. I'm not messing with that guy.
Dímelo.
Okay, you're taking a live look behind them. You can see that the street is shut down. This is held by police right now, blocking off the entrance to the side of the building. Step out. We are about 2 miles away from Nancy Guthrie's home here in Tucson. You can see the police activity there on your screen.
All good, no crisis.
Several dozen people have gathered, taking a look. Speaking to the Sheriff's Department, they tell us
They're saying it's a mother and a son they pulled out of this house. Another son and a daughter and another person out of a car.
And go. They do confirm to us that this is part of the investigation into the disappearance of Nancy Guthrie. They have confirmed that this is the activity you're seeing. To what extent or what's happening beyond this police barricade, we don't know right now, but we do know this is part of the investigation and the search for Nancy Guthrie. Again, Pima County Police saying that at this point they're not going to give a press conference. We don't know if they're going to make a statement. There might be something. But what we know is in the last few days since that surveillance video was released, as well as pictures of the back, we do know there have been upticks in tips, thousands of tips. As you heard Rob say, every tip has to be vetted and run down. And sometimes you'll see activity pop up. We saw that just a couple days ago in Rio Grande, where someone was detained, questioned, and then released. This is a fluid, very fluid situation, a very fluid investigation.
17 minutes ago, SWAT was back on the move and moving north.
Everyone working together.
The media was called or told to go to this certain location for their staging. So I guess we're told that's where they're going to do their briefing at. So Brianna posted 45 minutes ago. The media staging areas, well, we knew that already. Orange and Camino. Public information officers will meet you at that location.
There have been thousands of tips that have come in just the last couple of days. We know that the police and law enforcement sources are a bit slow. That is very, very mechanical. There has been some progress in that investigation in some different terms. There's a lot happening behind the scenes as far as everything that's pulled out is getting run down. We know that there's work being done. There are sort of behind the scenes work as well as here on the ground in Tucson. Again, at this point, it appears we're not going to get a press conference this evening. There will be a statement as to what is happening, but we do know this is part of the investigation. This is part of the investigation into the search for Nancy Guthrie. Send it back to you.
¿Qué tal? Muy buenas noches. En efecto, hay una gran actividad policial a esta hora de la noche y reportes de actividad del equipo Swat en este vecindario. Me encuentro justo en el área del 6215 North, camino de Michael, en Tucson, Arizona, aproximadamente a 2 millas de donde desapareciera la señora Guthrie. Como pueden ver, de este lado hay muchos medios de comunicación que han comenzado a llegar a este lugar, luego de reportes de que el equipo SWAT habría entrado a una residencia muy cerca de donde me encuentro. Reportes de que una mujer y un hombre habrán estado en estos momentos en custodia de las autoridades, pero hasta este momento de manera oficial, la policía aquí en el condado no ha dicho más sobre estas actividades que se han desarrollado en la última hora. Todo esto en conexión con el caso de Nancy Guthrie, quien desapareció, como ya bien lo dices, hace exactamente 13 días. Hasta este momento no había más detalles sobre esta actividad que se ha venido desarrollando, pero las autoridades están procesando esta escena.
Dolly's all mad because somebody's posting that shit. I'm just reading what I saw on Twitter, but Dolly Vision's mad, and PJ Vision, is that his girl? They're mad at Brian for not sharing the address. Wow, Jesus. I'm still looking for updates and stuff, guys. See what y'all are saying in the chat. I couldn't chat for a little while. I was looking. Wait, what's going on here?
Right now, more questions than answers. We get some answers from police.
Oh, good Lord. Thank you, Forrest, for being as amazing as you are. You know exactly what I'm talking about.
Developing very, very.
Damn it, man.
Pero no hay una hora exacta. Eso te digo.
We ain't got time for that shit, do we, dude? Oh, okay, Ruth Ann just coming in. Yeah, Ruth, so apparently they are 2 miles from C. Guthrie's house, right? Pima County Sheriff's there, SWAT is there, FBI is there, they've done, Brian Engine is there, he was the first one to get there. And they've pulled 2 people out of the house as far as we know. And I think separate traffic stop has went down where they got 2 to 3 more people. And the press is told to stage in a certain area, and they're going to have a rep from the sheriff's department go there and talk to them. We don't know if they're going to like do a little press show or not. We're kind of waiting to see. Yeah, 2 miles away, Ruth Ann. It's unbelievable. We don't know, how related it is, or if it's another Carlos situation, or if they're tied to these weird emails that were coming into TMC or whatever. What's the chance of somebody in her neighborhood going, you know what we should do? We should write TMC and say we know what's going on. Yeah. Yeah, they should have all followed each other. How did first SWAT team and all the cops lost JLR and then Hinton did? Is he really good at sleeping after all? I'm asking a legit question. Forrest being never scared. I love you. We ain't nobody got time for that shit. We don't got time for children. Yeah. Well, they found him. They caught up. Oh, now I'm gonna start yawning.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, no worries.
Hey, guys, I'm back.
Are you eating?
I got a solution for you. That's fine.
What's the solution?
I have Starlink in my truck.
Oh, do you?
At all times.
I have it too. I have the mobile.
I have it mounted in my sunroof.
Yeah.
Does it
Brian's got people with him. They got, well, Allison's there too, his producer. She usually
Does
goes
it
to different locations sometimes.
skip at all?
Never.
In
Which-
fact, that's what they've done this week. When he can be posted up over at Nancy's, and Allison would be over at Annie's, or however they were doing it. And we're hearing there's no activity over at Annie's right now. That's what I heard a little while ago. Well, the thing about it is, I don't know. I think so. Brian's got a source. They all showed up at that one staging area, but for somehow they all lost where the cops went when they took off. I think they sent them on a wild goose chase, and Brian figured it out, but he got the deets anyway. I don't know. I'm speculating. But he sure beat them all to it. And then he tweeted out he wasn't going to send out his location, but then they all found out.
Do a battery charger thing. We are what's this? Camino del Maico 6215.
And there's no problem with them being there like this as long as they're not in the way, right? Like we saw in that other neighborhood, they were all at thinking that was the location. They were just everywhere, knowing damn good and well if the cops rolled in, they're going to make them all scatter and leave.
I eat a couple snacks while I'm here because we've been in the car all day and I had to charge up the phone. So we got a pretty big media presence here and spectators.
You should have hit a drive-through up on the way, Bubba. Keep your strength up.
We're waiting to see what comes out of this.
How many videos have y'all seen JLR eating when he's at the airport or wherever? He likes to put videos out of him eating while he's eating his McDonald's. See, I watched the dude before. And Brian's like, you know what? Follow the truck. I'm going to stay back and pretend I don't know nothing. But I need you to follow the truck. And lay it back to me. Our cookies, he ain't done. Is there a white van at this location? Are we still on a white van? Can't see the fucking house. I think there might be a few people out there who was jealous that TMZ was receiving stuff and not them. I don't know. Just y'all they feel some type of way. Uh-oh. 7 minutes ago. Here. There ain't nothing there. We're not going to be able to see anything. I want to pull up this, see if we control Twitter for a minute. We'll go back. Somebody's been detained, it looks like. But you would think they would be, right? They're searching your house. They're showing up, guns a-blazing. Who is it? Oh, Fox News. Okay. Let me get it up here. Okay. So the Fox News report hit 7 or 8 minutes ago. One person has been in connection with the investigation into the disappearance of Nancy Guthrie, a local law enforcement sources tell Fox News Digital. Details about the individual and the circumstances of the detention have not been released. Just one person? No, I knew that wasn't going to work. Hold on. I got to click the article separate and then bring it up. Okay, let me click it and then I'll get the screen up so we can read what it says. It's taking its sweet time to pull up for some reason. What is going on? Like, I feel like my devices are going like they got a mind of their own tonight. I don't know what the hell's happening. That article's not pulling up. Hang on. Let me see if I'm good here. What's my fault? Okay, there we go. Cut his snacky snacks. All right, let me try to get this damn Fox News report to pull up. There we go. Now, the article will work. It should work. Everything else is working. Yeah, Friday the 13th. Damn it, man. It's messing with me, ain't it? It knows better. It knows better. My energy is stronger. Stop it. Okay. That is so crazy because I just pulled the new screen up and you guys aren't, it's not showing. I'll just go find it and read it. Let's do that. Okay. Too bad I can't just stream from my stupid phone. All right. Well, they didn't. Okay. It's just a very small piece, and it's Michael Ruiz. At least one person has been detained in connection with the investigation. Details about the individual and the circumstances of the detention have not been released, but the source claimed a warrant has been served. But that's all it says. It doesn't elaborate on anything else about it. Okay. Let me go to Mike's Twitter. Mike says 8 minutes ago that he was told after receiving a tip, authorities have detained two males plus one of their moms. However, sources caution that during a warrant execution, technically everyone is detained. Well, yeah, that's true. Two guys and their mom. They sometimes crooks keep it in the family. Oh goodness. No, he's not there, Butterfly. Yeah, he's said he's been told, but that don't necessarily mean he's out of the loop. Okay. Some of these reporters that do have a good working relationship will absolutely share with each other. Sourcing, they crowdsource it, right? He could have been tipped off by one of his friends, but I don't discount. He's had pretty good reporting all week, right? And they probably have somebody on the ground, Fox News, there. I mean, I know they do. They'd be insane not to. They can't let all them YouTubers get in all the action. We got to have some footage for our mainstream media tonight. Okay, so let me go look at something real quick. Lord, I feel like I need an assistant sometimes. Okay, what is this? Okay, we already saw that. I was just looking to see if News Nation had anything recent out, like an update, and I'm looking around to see if anybody has anything on this little staging area. Let's see. What is this they have here? Let me see.
Not to talk. My gut take questions about what's going on, and instead they want to put out a controlled, planned statement, carefully worded, I am sure, about what's going on out here.
Right, because you have to figure Pima County authorities have to coordinate that with the FBI, so there's a lot involved in that in such a serious situation. Do you want to check in live with Austin Walker, who's live at the scene there?
Yeah.
It's been about half an hour since we checked in. What are you seeing? We just saw a bunch of vehicles drive in.
Yeah, that's right. So a few things that we're looking at currently is, again, we're seeing things go in and out. So right now, Pima County Forensics, I'm actually going to step away so you can see it.
All right, can you guys see the screen? It's trying to catch up. It's I don't know why it's such a delay here. What is this? Butterfly just sent me.
Pima County Forensics is pulling into this neighborhood, followed by a few other cars. This is the Pima County Forensics vehicle. We got 3 or 4 others before that, but right after that, right before those forensic cars came in, we saw the Pima County SWAT vehicle pull out of this. We could not see who or what was inside or why they were leaving. Right now, we know that there are forensic vehicles inside this neighborhood heading towards that home in question. We don't know exactly what they're looking for, but again, we do know this. It is connected to Nancy Guthrie. Now, the Pima County Sheriff's Department says there will be no press briefing at this point, but what we do know is that a statement is at some point. So again, we are eagerly waiting to hear any update from the department at this point. We're now seeing flashing lights also.
And the Sheriff's Department has tweeted, no press briefing scheduled for tonight regarding Nancy Guthrie investigation. A written statement is forthcoming. Yeah, we know y'all don't want to put him back out there.
Come in right now.
He's not a good question taker.
You can actually see this car. This is an unmarked car, but they have lights inside that are blue and red, so they are law enforcement. They are too heading through this blocked area by the Pima County Sheriff's Department to the home in question. Again, just to walk through what we know so far. No press briefing happening. A statement is on its way at some point. We are waiting right now, trying to figure out when that will be coming. And we do know that Pima County SWAT did leave this area, just one vehicle. We do not know if there's more left inside, but we can confirm that Pima County Forensic also is heading in about 4 or 5 vehicles. So something is happening at the house in question. A search is currently underway. It seems like it looks like because of forensics, they could be collecting evidence. They could be looking to see if Nancy Guthrie's DNA is somewhere in this property. We do not know if anybody is in custody at this point or anyone is detained. We're hearing mixed reports from other things, but again, it's not confirmed just yet. So because of the integrity of this investigation, because of what we do not know, we do not want to report it because that wouldn't work for anybody in this situation. So we are continuing to wait. I know our 10 o'clock hour is coming up very quick. We'll make sure to update you with anything we learn. As you can see, this scene is rapidly evolving and changing by the minutes. So stick with us again on air and online at azfamily.com. For now, live in Tucson tonight, Austin Walker for Arizona's Family.
I know. Why would they tell all the media to go over here and stage up? They just don't want them in that neighborhood. They're going to go regardless, and they know that. But they're not letting them in the neighborhood where this house is at, right? Like we saw in that other neighborhood. But we're going to wait for this briefing, I guess.
Yeah, since day one, we've had a crew down in Tucson. And Brian, I know you spent days down there. You've done multiple extensive True Crime AZ Live reports down there. People have just such an interest in what's unfolding with so many questions, but this is a huge development.
Oh, absolutely. And I think we assumed that there was probably going to be more detainments happening. I think the question here is the nature of this. Who are these people? How were they led to them? I mean, we still haven't even gotten confirmation of how they were led to the other person the other night. So, how were they led to this home? Who is potentially being detained? And will that turn into charges as well? So I think those are the answers we're waiting for here. I have my notifications on ready for when we get this notification from the agencies.
All right, we're going to recap everything we know right after this on the news at 10 o'clock. Stay with us.
Okay, so that was just a little thing I saw on the YouTube. So, I don't know, maybe we'll get a press conference tomorrow with some information as to this particular search. They didn't even come out and talk about Carlos's search or any of that stuff, right? Not like nothing, crickets. And they got that right, I guess, but it sure would help. I mean, Carlos may not be out of the woods yet. Depends on what was found on his phone. Hold on to something, guys. Okay. All right, let's pull this up. Let me let it do its thing. I don't know what I'm just pulling this up to watch. No, wrong button again.
Joe, I'll go back to you. Okay, as you're watching this, again, this is exclusive video we obtained of what this track stop is. We'll try to break it down in real time. What are you seeing right now?
Well, what I did see for a moment there looked like a white van, and perhaps that's something that vehicle right there, the vehicle that they have stopped.
White cargo van. That's the van they have stopped in relation to the house they were at. Okay.
And that would tie into this because remember there was reports of a white van at the beginning of this. So you want to, maybe that's one of the things they have to go down. What I wanted to say was you have a great guest on right now that can compare this to another great case that was worked, which was the Lacey Peterson case. And as Mr. Garagos knows, and as John knows, that there were people that were saying, oh, well, what about this direction? And the detectives had to go in that direction and just say that, no, it wasn't this because we ran that lead down as well. And that's what has to be done in a case like this. You just can't take for granted that these leads aren't tied in. But even if they aren't, it was reported, there was some credibility to get the warrant. And you have to say why something did or did not fit into the criteria.
So, Mark, here's my concern, okay? The lawyer in me, here's my concern. They're talking about collecting evidence. We may be seeing progress here. But you had a crime scene that was closed and then opened and then closed, and our
Every defense attorney's dream.
very own reporter was there and was able to see the blood stains, walk right by it. You have an issue of gloves that were found seemingly baking in the heat for quite some time before they were recovered. DNA that was apparently found in the house. When I mentioned with Brian earlier, I mean, I thought the initial reports were they found no forensic material in the house, and there was no DNA in the house tying back to a suspect. So even if they were to make an arrest, is this a problematic prosecution? And I know you're not part of the case, but you see my concerns, right?
I do, and I think it's a coincidence that yesterday, I don't know, Jesse, if you were reporting on it, I assume you were, or Brian must have, that there was what looked to be an evidence tent that was at the house.
Yes.
My suspicion was yesterday that they were trying to create, based on the timing at the time of night, they were trying to recreate a scenario, if you
No, they were not trying to recreate, were they? Because that was my best guesstimated guess.
will, that had the
I know you too, Bubba, from way back, don't I? Mark.
same ambient light of the time when that video was taken. And why would they do that? They would do that for a number of reasons. Number one, they want to try to isolate the actual colors of the clothing, of the various pieces of evidence that they can spy through the video camera that they were able to retrieve. And I also, and this is speculation, but I think it makes some sense, if you take a look at that video of the Ring camera or Nest camera, you were looking at, there was a pretty good video shot of the eyes behind the mask.
Yep.
Now, I suspect they've got iris biometrics, and I think somebody was trying to recreate the ambient light so that they could then tune the video so that it would recreate what it would look like in order to see if they could do some kind of iris biometrics to identify somebody, like when you go to the airport for clear, if you're in DOD and you've got something like that, or even sometimes in some locations, the DMV. Now, fast forward a day later, basically, we've heard about this white van, and to the detective's credit, he remembers the brown van during the Peterson case, but that became a plethora of tips that you have to follow up on. So if they had the tips, they then found something yesterday during this kind of forensic experiment or recreation that they were doing. It doesn't surprise me that today they're following up on that and at least doing another search to see if what they've discovered so far pans out.
Thank you for watching.
You scream it all the time, Chris. That makes sense, though, about what Mark was saying about the recreation, because that was my first guess. They're trying to recreate the scene. They're not just trying to measure how tall the dude is. They can do that without going to the scene. Of course, it's better to go to the scene. We saw their measuring height, human measuring device thing they had. But they was absolutely trying to recreate. They just didn't want us to see the techniques they were using and how they were using that equipment. That's like a no-brainer. They're the FBI. They don't need us to show the world what they're doing, right? Mark, he's been around for a long time, long before Scott Peterson. Good God Almighty. And that with that other case he was involved with. Oh, shit. All right, this account, I have been following her for a while. But this past week, she's been so spot on, it's almost scary. 6 minutes ago, I want to caution you, there's going to be a lot of things starting to make sense to people about this case once the information on the homeowner starts floating around. It's not good. Please note it's unclear if the owner currently resides there, rents it out, or if it's an Airbnb style situation. What? That don't make. Let me look again. All right, let me write these names down so I can do a. Let me do my thing, girlfriend. Hold on a second. Hmm. Hmm. All right. Let me do this while I do this. Hold on. This cop is still making everybody get out of the street.
Flash my KMP credentials.
Check.
Yeah, yeah, that'll probably just get me thrown in jail.
Do you smell like burning electric? Something burning like
You guys.
No?
No.
Every time right here, it's something like a piece of equipment, you know, like that electric.
Oh, I know that's me.
Yeah. Yeah, Culver's.
Just throwing, we've got drones flying, we've got media everywhere. JLO investigates. 857 Tucson, I think. Media up the wazoo. Sheriff blocking the road.
All right. When I googled the name on the property, which it's got a different. It comes up the band member Tommaso, and there's quite a few stories out here on it. So that means the last name floating around social media is not exactly exact. The fuck? Who's this other person? No, see, that's a different. Hang on. Yeah, damn it. Comes right back up to him each time you put the name in, no matter what you do. All right, what about this other person? So the band member only lived 2 miles from Nancy, too, if that's correct. Why is it coming up? Tucson. Oh. What? Assistant principal at a high school?
At least 3 people. We're waiting to see. Thank you, Meeps Gaze. Thank you.
The homeowner is tied to Northern Arizona University, Tucson Unified School District, and is an assistant principal at the University High School, Tucson Unified School District.
Their PIO. She identified as a sergeant. She was telling everyone to move their cars behind me. I had to move my car to the road because they were
taking all the cars off the road.
Julie, no, there was a report that the road was blocked off in front of Annie's house.
But that's not true.
All right.
Yeah, that wasn't
Here's
true.
what
I
I'm
walked.
doing.
Yeah,
I
there's
walked.
no.
People have put it out on Twitter who these homeowners are. I just simply Google the names, right? Dominic comes back as one of the people who are tied to the house, and so does this principal lady. Let me see if I can pull it up. Let me get this. Fuck, it's on my phone. Hold on a minute. How can I do this? Hold on. Uh-oh, I got a oh shit text. Just got moved out of the perimeter after a ton of FBI arrived, Brian Hinton just reported, guys. Thank you, Butterfly. Let me go. Hang on, guys. I'll pull up in a second what I was looking at if I can get it to do this on the computer. Yeah, so they've moved Brian out of the perimeter now, and a ton of FBI have now arrived. Let me go to her Twitter and see if I can. Good Lord. Unmarked cars are pulling into the scene. Here she is. Here she is. Okay. Yes, there is a white van present at one of the scenes involving Nancy Guthrie. It's a full-size, unmarked white van, exactly described as by Nancy's neighbor on 2-5. The neighbor reported seeing a suspicious, unmarked white van in the street days before. We'd all heard about that, right? All right, let me try to pull up this other information that I had. I'm trying to. Okay, so we got a murder investigation taking place at 6215. Hold on. The house they're at, there's now a murder investigation. Hang on, let me pull that tweet up. Let me pull this, what I'm looking at, up. Thank you, Butterfly. Okay, here's the account. Let me get it all brought up here. Massive FBI presence, breaking murder investigation now taking place at 6215 North Camino de Michael. Okay. What is this? Had the wrong address. Forensic vehicles located at this location. Do y'all have any idea how much paper I go through around this place? Oh my God. That's a different homeowner's name. So this is the 6215 Camino Drive. And this is the guy that lives there? Baird Green is the chief deputy for Pima County Attorney's Office in Tucson, sworn in on January 3rd, 2022, a lifelong Pima County resident with 30 years of legal experience. He previously served as a legal advisor to Tucson police chiefs, a prosecutor, and a civil service defense for the city. Chief Deputy, Pima County Attorney's Office, 30 years in legal practice, served as legal advisor to 3 different Tucson chiefs. Are we at this guy's house? So we got people who just thought they were smart and could pull something off, or what are we doing here? Right? Backing off interviews, this is now turned into a search. Something different happened 27 minutes ago. Search teams and canine cadavers requested. Damn it. 2 males were detained. Okay, so that's the only place we're seeing those particular reports yet come in. What? Get it, boys. Oh, spin, spin. All right, down, all into the pits. Come on, into the grass. Who got it? Number 4 and 66. Oh, he just turned right into his ass. Oh, did you lose a tire, buddy? Did the tire go down? Something happened. Okay, I watch NASCAR from time to time. Oh, look, my favorite. Y'all leave them people alone in the Karen Reed case. Good God Almighty. These people that go after each other is just insane. McDonald's, I'm hungry. Stop. Uh, let's go see if Brian's reported anything new. 10 minutes ago, he just reported that he got moved out of the perimeter, and that was all he's reported since then. There may be some more stuff. He might be doing some pieces with News Nation off and on here in a few minutes. You know what I mean? Popping in and out of shows, giving his updates. You think it's a deceased suspect? It says murder. So I don't think somebody offed herself because, oh my God, the cops are coming. I wonder if he was asked to step down last year, Riley. Yeah, but there's 2 different reports about who lives at this house, right? Let me go look at okay, so that where they were at a little while ago, right, where JLR and all of that group of people were at, that is the address where Dominic lives and the teacher lady I was just telling you about. Okay, that's that location, the Smooth Agave Loop in Marana. Now, why the media was sent there with that address is beyond me. So now it's coming up saying that this actual address is this what did I say it was called? Hell, I got it wrote down. And this Baird Green is the guy who lives there. Now, when JLR and 857 were live earlier and they were trying to get this new address, I heard 857 say Baird Green, but I didn't know if that was a street or a name, right? I wrote it down, but I didn't know what it meant yet. Let me see. Pima County Attorney's Office. Baird Green takes oath as PCAO Chief Deputy. That was back in 2022. What's your LinkedIn say? It's taken for oh, I don't think I have it on the computer like I do my phone. Okay, let's see. What? What is this? Let me get it to pull up because it's taking its sweet time. Okay, let's see. I broke my phone case and I'm like letting it hang on to the last minute. Um, oh, my sister posts videos of my daddy hauling ass down the river in the boat, and I didn't get to go. All right, there was a post on Facebook I was trying to retrieve. All right, let's see what this says. Oh, shit. Butterfly the rest of the dishes. Okay. Where did you see this? Who's the original tweet from? I'm just seeing a headline and a comment. Let me click it. Okay, from him? All right, let me go. This is what I was afraid of. Actually, somebody in chat kind of called it. We don't know for sure what's happening. Oh, wait. Wrong button. Maybe I should just stay on this guy's Twitter feed, right? Joe Jack Leone tweeted an hour ago asking Brian, did they show up with an ambulance? Let's see, Chris. Here we go. When did he tweet that? Because I'm not seeing it. It's a reply to, okay, it's a reply to a tweet he had. Now I got to go dig for it. So hold on a second. Is there a coroner on scene? Okay, there's reports coming this guy may have offed himself and Nancy may be in that house. I'm still trying to find the original comment. This is so aggravating sometimes. Let's see. Now I gotta pour through all of his comments to figure out where that came from and what it even fucking means. 10 minutes ago, he's reporting that the guy inside the home shot himself. I don't know what that means for Miss Nancy. And is there really a coroner there right now? He was headed back to the house too in a white van. That don't make any sense. The white van was pulled over. So you're saying they let him go and then on his way back home he offed himself? I'm not understanding that comment. Like, this is weird to pour through when I'm trying to figure out what's going on. How does certain people know unless they're down there? Somebody's saying no, the shooting wasn't there. Okay, see? but the medical examiner is apparently on location along with the forensics vehicles. But I don't see anybody else. You think, Riley? Like he's like, we haven't heard that we saw somebody earlier. We was just reviewing it a few minutes ago of footage of the traffic stop with the van in the picture, and I didn't feel like there was a situation where somebody was dead in the street, which I didn't. Then again, I didn't. I could go back and look, I guess. Hmm. Okay, I don't know if those eyes match or not. I'm gonna see if Enton's got anything new. I want to see confirmation. Let me go. Let me just scroll through Twitter for a moment, guys, before I bring the screen up because it won't. Sometimes it won't act right. "18 minutes ago, Jacob Owens from KVOA was reporting that uh, at police at Placida de Michael and Camino del Michael, residents are being allowed to go back into the neighborhood. They call the activity near their home mind blowing. Um, SWAT team left the area. I'm looking for any information that I might see about what's actually going on there now. Hold on. Like there is a ton of people in this picture standing outside of this neighborhood. Let me see if I can get this up and we'll get it to work. This is about 48 minutes ago. You can see there's a crowd. Of course, if this is your neighborhood, you're going to want to go out, right? Y'all go sub up to Joe Scott's YouTube. Look, he just needs 420 more to hit 300. Let's go help a man out. You ain't even got to tag us to get it done, sir. We just go do it because we like you like that. Or at least I do. I've already subbed up. I know what's up. Y'all go sub up to Joe Scott's YouTube. Body bags. It's a good listen. So Nerdy's got the same video piece up. Residents are being allowed to go back in. We're waiting on that statement. So Green Baird is the owner of this home. Really? I mean, an attorney? What is he? Did he think he's going to retire millions off Miss Nancy? Is he the person in the house that? Okay. Now we're seeing a report that a total of 3 people have been arrested in connection of Nancy Guthrie, but we don't know anything about Miss Nancy yet. No, that's the wrong house, honey. You're just a few off. We all agree. Brian's doing a shout out. Amazing job. All right. So that was the SWAT team rolling in or out. Wow. Whose video is this? I follow this account for a long, long time. Let me hold on. Let me do this a different way. It's not going to work. I'll have to pull it up separately. Hang on just a second. Give me a second. Oh, she pulled up Ike McMill's stream or whatever he's called. Did he see somebody laying out in the road?
One male, one female.
I want to find that video again of the traffic stop. Has anybody seen it besides that one that we saw?
This is not my neighborhood, Dave. It's about 2.5 miles. Almost right in between Nancy and Annie's house.
We will continue to monitor the scene here, folks, for what's going on.
He's streaming JLR.
Michael? Totally unfamiliar with this neighborhood, even though it's really close.
Well, Fiend, I know why you got blocked. Fiend. I'm not the only one that got blocked.
Crazy, because the
JLR.
reports were like Swat was going out related to Nancy Guthrie, and it ended up being true. It all ended up being true.
I know why Angela
That's
blocked.
crazy. About 30 cars, literally.
So they're talking about a mother and a son, but that's got.
Hey, let me just to show you perspective here. We'll go for a walk
So
for a
was the
second. I'll just show you
homeowner, his wife, and son all
what the scene is
involved?
like here, so you guys know what the scene is here.
Yeah, he was
It's pretty
streaming
much
JLR.
got a lot of like journalists out here.
But I want to see footage of
reports.
this police stop again they were talking about. We saw a piece of it where we could see the van and everything, but that I couldn't tell what was, 13 minutes ago, Nerdy reported several forensic vehicles along with unmarked. I wonder if he's got video of that stop. Who had that? How do we see? I saw it on here. Here it is. This is not a video of it. If we can go find one on Twitter, on what do you call this? YouTube. What do you call this? Drones up. Let me see. Okay, let's go to Mike's. I wonder if I can go to the website and see it. Okay, you guys, can y'all see that on the screen? Let me pull y'all back up and see if we're all on the same page here. So this would just be their. Riley, you'd be surprised at what they're going to show. I mean, if the man's laying out in the street with a sheet over him, they're going to show it. So this is just, I guess, their night drone. Shows people gathered in the area near law enforcement activity. See one person down there walking around. Were they going to fly over that actual house and we can see how many cops are there? Or just a wide shot of the neighborhood? Okay. That is wild, that the vehicles and stuff, you know what I mean? And if someone's already really unalived themselves, that's not a good sign for Miss Nancy at all. And more cars are still arriving. Look, they're all getting the same. My shit's just spinny, spinny. Yeah, it keeps spinning right now. I took it down for a minute. Combo. We try. We got some crazy people out in this world. I'm gonna turn the scanner back on, guys, and give it a listen for a minute while we're sitting here and see if I can hear anything on the scanner. Let me see if we got anything else. This is a drone with, okay. Hang on, let me view that. Let me review this and make sure it's something we need to even pull up. That's kind of just looping between the traffic stop and an aerial shot of a house. The houses, okay. I'm gonna pull the scanner up while we're. Just give me 1 second. We're actually getting. I don't think my. Let me get myself caught up. Okay, there we go. All right, let me get the scanner feed pull up and see if we can hear anything on it. They may be all quiet.
Circuit for 8 engine 11 transfer event 848. 11 copy there for 8, thank you. You can also copy a trailer for me. Passenger one. 122. First round over.
I'm looking for updates, guys, while this scanner's playing. Oh, somebody wants to know who's got the plates on the white van. Good question. All right. Updates that are better. Okay. This is gonna. This, hang on.
Engine 10. Fire nature unknown. South 6th Avenue and West 44th Street. 3200 South and 100 East. Respond on A4 South. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Can't listen to you. So Nerdy is. He posted 6 minutes ago that Pima County is waiting is awaiting the okay from the feds to release a statement. They're not even through what they're doing yet. We don't even know what the hell is going on over there. Oh goodness, yeah, them drugs that get people. Do we have footage of the detainee? Let's see. No. They're still reporting. I'm seeing reports that 2 men and a mother of 1 were detained. That's what we do know. Oh, goodness. I don't know, guys. I'm not seeing, just slow. It's going to be slow go for a while until they are. I can't imagine them releasing too much information until they wrap up that scene over there, right? Unless they find. Of course, if we find Miss Nancy alive, we'd all like to know right away, but I'm sure the family will get notification long before we do of anything. Five minutes ago, Pima County Sheriff's Department says reporting that current law enforcement activity is surrounding a home belonging to a former county attorney is not accurate. Well, then, son of a bitch, get out here and tell us who the homeowner is. I'm about tired of this shit. I am so damn well over it. Well, according to the deed of the property, that's who owns the damn house. Is he renting it out? Is what his ex-wife and their sons live there? What are we doing? A mother and two men and a mother was detained. So he may not currently live in the home, but he damn sure owns it, sir. I mean, he got it. He for somebody who ain't paying attention because he's all so busy. He damn sure knows what we're all out here saying. I hear you, Simi. I'm gonna owe you a beer or something. No, I don't even drink, but damn it, girl. Me and you've been. I know what you've been thinking all week. You might be right. You might have been right all along, girl. Yeah, is it somebody's asking on Twitter, is this your written statement we were waiting on? Is not the county attorney. Or whatever you called him. What'd he say? Yeah, county attorney. Well, you want to put out the correct information? Clarify it for us. Somebody wrote, real journalists are not engaging in online gossip, so why is the sheriff? We don't mean to be mean, dude, but you kind of gave it to us on a silver platter. People are like, well, whose property is it then? So that dude is so messy. Who's they? Combo. I've been asking that question for a couple decades now. They are out to get us. They. I'm like, who are they? Because I need to be afraid of they. Apparently, I'm like still trying to figure out who they are, and I mean that in the most comical way because I've heard it for so long. They, and I'm like, who are they? Because apparently none of us know who the hell they are, and we're all in trouble. That's why I try to stay to myself so I ain't got to put up with they. That was some old lady in her car arguing with the cop. She wanted to go home, and he told her, no, she stopped. And he was telling her, move your car, move your car. And she's on her phone texting somebody. Lord. Good night, Forrest. Thank you for coming in and doing all you do. You know how much I appreciate you. Yeah, we might be shutting down here in a minute. Let's see. I don't know. This dude, this sheriff, man, his ridiculous statements. We see whose name is attached to that address, so I don't know what he's talking about. And again, he might just be the property owner, right? Well, the people who live in your house may or may not be Miss Nancy's kidnapper, so. Yeah, so apparently the guy who owns the property, the county attorney, rents the property out as an Airbnb. Well, then, by God, contact him and ask him who's in his house. Because it would be a little odd for the county attorney to come kidnap Miss Nancy, but hey, you might want some retirement money. I don't know you like that. So, he's still the homeowner. We didn't get that wrong, but people shouldn't put him on blast as he's the suspect until we know more. I get that, right? But he owns the home, so y'all should be making a phone call to him. FBI, they already know who's in that house, right? But that guy's certainly going to know. And there's only a small group of Twitter accounts posting the unalived person at the traffic stop as well. I know. Rachel, I saw that, but I didn't click it because I didn't know what it was. Hang on, what's it not letting me do that now? Okay, hold on. I got to review something.
I'm literally shaking. Oh my God, I wish I hadn't ran up on that. Alive with a weapon that goes bang to the head.
Where does that? How does he know that?
Okay. We just ran up on a murder scene. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Oh my God. Oh, I couldn't believe it. When they see me run up with the camera, they started to cover it up.
Where was he at? Is he live? Is that where that shit's coming from? Was he at the traffic stop and saw that?
What I'm gonna say is, oh my God, I don't even want to tell you. I don't even want to tell you.
Oh, but you're going to.
To the head. Okay? We just ran up on a murder scene. Unbelievable.
And you were going to film it?
Unbelievable. Oh my God. Oh, I couldn't believe it. When they see me run up with the camera, they started to cover it up. Oh my God.
That's Dolly Vision.
Hello?
That's a good question, Tanya. Yes, Leslie, it's Dolly. It's on Twitter. Someone just linked me to it.
The traffic is. God. Oh my God.
Okay.
That person's not going to court. Okay. There ain't no way in hell. Not what I seen. I will never unsee that.
Oh Lord. If he saw it with his own eyes, I mean.
Let me put this cap down. You can see the police guys. This is all connected. Oh my God.
Okay, so what Dolly's talking about, Dolly Vision, he went all boots on the ground. So he rolled past this white van stop and sees a person unalived. Okay, somebody commented underneath that post that this person tweeted about Dolly's thing and says the white van situation was at a Culver's and the location he's at is nowhere near a Culver's, so I don't know what he saw. If true, Dolly, it was not connected. An earlier traffic stop must have been. Let's see, how do people know? I mean, how does anybody know for sure? Okay, let me continue to see something here. That just came from him. There's no way to confirm. I don't see it anywhere else. We heard a little while ago that this was an unaliving at the traffic stop, but we didn't know where it came from, and I didn't see any other reports about it. I don't know why people are going after the family, even Savannah, in a way that they're doing. Like, really? I'm looking for any other updates, especially about the traffic stop, guys. But I don't see anything. That part of it, you know? They moved Enton out of the perimeter. I don't see him giving any updates either. I know, Simi. I'm hungry too, but I know what I'm going to do when I get off of here. I'm not going to sleep. It's just not going to happen. But if I can't find y'all any, things to bring to the table soon, we will come back in the morning with a complete update on whatever happens tonight. I'm just doing the same thing you got. All we can do is troll around for different information, right? Until we get something. I'll keep an eye on Pima County Sheriff's Department's twits. Now, the last thing he reported to us was that is not the man's. I'm confused. Yeah, he's not going to put out no statements, Leslie. Well, only what he wants to, right? We got it wrong about the homeowner. No, we don't. We got it right. He just rents it out. There's a difference, sir. There be a difference. Holy shit, it's midnight. Well, I'm always up at midnight, but Yeah, it's been an active crime scene for hours and we still have no information. I don't think we're going to get a lot tonight with an active scene going on. Not where they're, it's going to take them hours to process that house, especially if they are involved, right? Which is a couple hours with Carlos, right? It was just a few hours and Carlos was done. This might take all night, literally. We got. Lord, I cannot with that case. Get over it. Stop. I don't care anymore. Um, yeah, I'm just seeing the same things right now. People aren't coming out with any. I'm gonna turn the scanner back on for a minute too. Let me listen to that for a couple minutes. I know I got my phone plugged in because I forget the other night, like, what was it? The beginning of the week we were live and I forgot to plug the phone in and I'm hotspotting the PC, right? And the damn thing damn near died. So I've been making sure I do not do that. Thank God I got a decent phone and it's pretty good shape still because that bitch is not overheated not one time. It shouldn't. What's wrong, kitty? What? She's like, will you get off that computer and play with me? What, are you saying hi to people? My cat thinks I belong to her and this is like her space and I should just do whatever she tells me. She's a little bossy. Arizona's Sheriff's Department got more than 4,000 calls within 24 hours of releasing that video. "41 minutes ago, the Department of Homeland Security has shut down due to lack of funding." What? Why did y'all create it if you're just going to shut it? I cannot even with them people. Okay, so I don't think Enton's posted anything since he got moved from the perimeter. No, he has not. All right, let's go to the scanner for a minute and see if we can hear any activity there. And mods, if y'all need to go completely, I understand. But if y'all want to stay, we want you here. But I do get it if y'all. And Rachel's behind me in a butterfly. She's not exactly midnight for her yet. Right, Simi?
Can you just send out the first letter for me, please? Charlie.
There's probably not going to be a lot of activity on the scanner if they're all at that house, right? Okay. What is this?
They were blocking it. They were shot them out of the roadway. They were blocking the number 3 lane. We're going to be just by exit 251, eastbound traffic. Okay. Going to be 9501. Microphone.
There's an account saying that News Nation has confirmed that Nancy Guthrie was not found at the site of the SWAT raid. Okay, hold on. Why is that the only place I'm seeing that at? Who is this? Says 19 minutes ago, law enforcement now confirm at least 3 people have been detained. The Department of let's see. 31 minutes ago they posted that. I don't know where they got that from. All right, let me go look at some other places. I don't see it anywhere else yet being reported. I'm not familiar with that account. They're not a media account, so oh, who gifted out memberships? Butterfly, thank you. Leslie, welcome in. Michael, Zombie Blood, Maureen, welcome in. Ellie, Simi didn't get one. Oh no, neither did Riley. Do I have any to give out? I think I do. Butterfly, while we just sitting here, let's just turn it green. Is that what they say? That's what they call it? Let's turn the chat green. Or whatever the color is. Yeah, green. I don't pay enough attention to the minor details. I don't. I'll distract myself so easily sometimes. There we go. Let's see who gets these. Sleuthy Goosey, Shabugs, and Fox. Sooner Gal and Marissa. Stephanie coming in with a gift membership. Thank you for Mrs. Pisces. Ooh, it's telling me I could switch to a members only. We're not, hang on. I can't give out 5 more again until like probably next week. Oh, you rooted for Riley. I know. I think it was Carrie. Every time Carrie was in chat and they were gifted out or gifted to whoever, was gifting them out, she would never be able to snag one. I know if I could give out 5 more, I would. I gave out 5 the other day. YouTube gives creators 10 a month to give away. And I always try to remember to do it. So I don't know why. Hopefully other creators do it too, but I try to remember that I got that option. At least a Pisces got it. I always say swim, swim. My daughter and my dad are both Pisces. They're born 2 days apart. They both have birthdays coming up. Yeah, welcome to all you new members. Thank you for being here and watching this. And if you've been recently here and you're not here tonight, we still appreciate it. Because from what I understand, you don't got to be actively watching the live to receive. You can just been there recently and get it. But I'm not sure how that works. I don't know. All right, let me troll the YouTubes for a minute and see if I can see anything that interesting that we need to look at. And Butterfly and Rachel are helping me keep an eye for anything new. Let's go see what the JLR speeds got this time. They still showing that one cop car. They can't. Yeah, still positioned like that. So why is the medical examiner there? Were they there just in case? Okay, so there's really no action going down there with that live feed, except they're not going to be able to see anything, right? Because they're so far set back from the actual scene. ABC Arizona 15. Let's see what they got going down. Oh no. All right, people are commenting in this chat about Dolly Vision's claims. All right, let me pull this up. Something about official update. Let me. There's no sound to this yet. Let me go see if we do have an official update. Right, how much will change by tomorrow, Butterfly? All right, let me go look at their Twitter feed for AZ. Well, there's no sound on this. Okay. Is the whole thing no sound, just a feed, and they were waiting on a update? That's what it sounds like, looks like. Yeah, no audio, live feed. I wish they'd at least come out and give us a word if, they found Miss Nancy or not. Can only imagine what her family's going through and feeling. Oh, look at that little baby. Okay. I was just checking something because okay, I had to go verify something. All right, let's see. What is this? Okay, so this on Twitter is a news account. It says urgent at News Nation's Brian Enton says at 12:06 a.m. Eastern when he was moved back from the SWAT perimeter in a new search related to Nancy Guthrie's disappearance. He asked a deputy if law enforcement will be here for a while or be there a while, and they replied, "Oh, they're going to be here for a long time." 12 minutes ago, KVOA, we are waiting for a statement from the Pima County Sheriff's Department. Aren't we all, honey? Let me go see if they've actually. Oh, goodness. No, he's just talking about not putting out bad information. So Jesse Weber's reporting that the traffic stop in the white van, they pulled that man over and he was on his way home to that address where they're searching at right now. Some people give some of these accounts shit when they're shit posters, right? Is she going to talk? Because there's still no audio on that. Okay, let me check that. Yeah. I don't know what they're doing here. They're just on standby to go live. Yeah, an account just said the same thing I was just thinking a few minutes ago. This seems to be a much larger scale than what went down at with Carlos's place, right? 2 hours ago, an account reported Annie's house has a roadblock, but we heard the opposite of that too. Boy, Dolly, if you were at the wrong stop and you called the wrong thing, you're gonna get it, dude. People are relentless. Hmm. I don't see anything that jumps out at me on the Twitter that I haven't seen yet. That's okay, Butterfly and Rachel. That video and that feed is kind of shitty anyway, right? We'd appreciate some good video, from, like talking about the drone and stuff. I guess she's just gonna stand there, and they're gonna keep her standing there forever and a day if they let her go live and talk. Oh, goodness. I've got to stop yawning. Okay.
Specifically with the gloves, which we've been talking about, which I just think this is important to note because we were talking about speculation and rumor and how things go. They went out of their way to not only clarify that gloves, they did find them about 2 miles away from the home, and that's part of the investigation, but specifically noting that there were reports, rumors, whatever you want to call it, of gloves being found inside the home, and the Pima County Sheriff's Department went out of their way to say that is not true. So I think they're battling, I'm sure, with the back and forth of trying to reveal information and also make sure that the incorrect information that is out there.
Whoa. Why is my... Wow. Okay.
Is being shut down quickly as well.
All right, Megan, thank you. We'll continue to stand by, obviously, as we wait for any more information from the Pima County Sheriff's Department. And we'll let you refresh and check your email and see if anything came in there. Let's take another look right now at the tweets that the department, or I guess X account that the department has put out now. You'll see the one came in about an hour ago that said there is no press briefing scheduled for tonight regarding the Nancy Guthrie investigation. A written statement is forthcoming. Now that is what we were waiting for. We were actually waiting for that press briefing. That was the first indication we got that that would not be happening. Now, just a short time ago after that, 24 minutes ago, Pima County Sheriff's Department tweeted out, or posted rather, that law enforcement activity is surrounding a home belonging to county attorney is not accurate. So they were trying to clear up some misinformation that apparently is being spread out there about the home where the SWAT operation was centered and where 2 men and a woman, were detained in part of this investigation. So they were trying to clarify that. What we don't know, though, is any more information as far as what they were looking for and why these people have been detained tonight. That is the million-dollar question that we're all trying to find out tonight and waiting for them to hopefully release soon. Here's the backpack that we were talking about, and the
hopefully one of the people detained is this fucker right here.
Door camera video that really shook the world when
because I care who the mastermind was, but I know that this guy manhandled an old lady, and now we can't find her.
This was released. It's just so frightening to see. And a lot of the experts, law enforcement experts, were saying that this person does not appear to be a professional by the way that they were acting. You saw that they tried to grab some shrubs to cover the camera, and then they're trying to use their glove to hide it before trying to disconnect the camera, and multiple angles on this as well. And that was the first indication, perhaps, that maybe this is not a professional person doing this, someone who's done this before. They were able to use this video, though, to get a lot of information, and Megan was talking about that. They were able to find out, first of all, where the clothing was purchased, where the backpack was purchased, again, Walmart or online, so that could help as far as tracking it down. There's all surveillance video in all of these Walmart stores. Everyone was focusing on the jacket, the gloves, the backpack, so where the weapon was, the way they were carrying it at the front of their body instead of on the side. It also allowed the police rather, to find out how tall this person was, because there was a still photo where they were standing next to a palm tree, and they recreated that with the tent that we saw where they put the tent over. They came in with a measuring tape, and someone that was next to that tree able to compare the two and find out how tall this person would be, and that is where we got that 5'9" description of how tall this person would be. So all of those pieces of information can really come together to help identify the person. If someone knows anyone with that kind of clothing, or who recently purchased that backpack, they might be able to lead police to someone, at least a person of interest. So
maybe putting that video out is exactly what was needed when they finally got it, and an actual viable tip came out of it. Or did good old police work get it done?
that is where we stand tonight. Another aerial view from the drone of the neighborhood. We are going to take a quick break right now as we try to gather more information, but we will keep these drone images up from that scene so you can keep watching as this story develops. Please stay with us here on Fox Local.
That is wild, guys, that this is just gone on for so long. Okay, I think I'm back. I had lost my connection for a moment, it said. Me too, Simi. Well, I've been complaining because it's been hot in Florida for 2 days, but I prefer it to be hot than cold. I think everybody who knows me now knows that, right? Oh gosh. I'm gonna go look at Twitter again. This is gonna drive me crazy all night. I think all of us are in this together and trying to, and the media is in the same boat that we're all in, just looking for information. What did Mike put out 10 minutes ago? Is this a guy? What is this? It's a picture. Yeah, there's somebody sitting. Hold on a minute. Where was this at? Mike's Twitter. Hold on. Let me get that up on the screen. You can't see the person, but okay. There's somebody sitting in the back of that cop car, and their feet, at least one leg is on the ground. I don't know what the other leg is doing. Okay. FBI agents are interviewing a man detained in a traffic stop nearby. Sources tell me this is connected to the same warrant. So this would be from the traffic stop, and I'm assuming this guy here with the white pants or whatever, light colored pants on, he's the detainee. So Dolly may have been in the wrong ass lotion when he saw what he saw earlier. I don't know what the hell to make of that. 2 cops bent. I see one leg. I don't know what's going on there. And that was when SWAT left. And more of the track. Oh. Thank you. I came back. Okay. What is going on here? Why is it spinning again? I'm about to take that down and put it back up. I'm doing something. 1 second.
Oh, God. I'll let you guys get in here. Oh, my God.
You can't hear him.
Oh, my God, guys.
You're a little messy anyway. All right, so everybody's retweeting and reposting what he was doing. We're just gonna let that stay because we don't know what the hell to make of that shit. All right, so KV on it overnight. Case could be breaking. Looks like Pima Sheriff, not feds. Looks like Pima County Sheriff, not the feds, off a local tip. Looks like 2 males and 1 older female detained. Do better with your. What'd they do? She do? She make you mad? There's more of that video again. Okay, this is like a video of it. Okay, by the Culvers, like that one account said, and Dolly wasn't anywhere near Culvers. What are they? I see both feet on the ground. Wish we could see more of what they were. A parking lot at First and River near the Culvers. Okay. Look at the. Notice the color of those pants. They're very light. Is this our guy in the video? We can't see a face or anything. Where's the white van? Well, it was sitting there when it was pulled over. I'm sure it got towed. Well, everybody's running around now with the thing. Somebody bought Gigi a coffee. Nice. Oh, yes, we know. All right, guys, I'm just going to take that down for a minute and look for myself. All right. Let me see what y'all are saying in chat. Do they look like drummer's legs? I don't know. I can't see them good enough. They're in my way. Yes, Simi, I think he ran to some random crime. Because he's the only one that's reported that so far. If you're in the wrong location, man, you need to kind of try to make sure you're not, right? Before it gets too crazy. before it gets out of hand. So I don't see Brian tweeting anything out. He might have been putting some stuff out on News Nation on their feed. Let me go check here and see if I see anything new. Well, I see people putting out, well, certain things on Twitter are saying we're waiting on a press conference, but we're not. Let me go look at Fox News and see if they got anything new out. Videos, okay. A desert part of Washington. I had a family member who lived outside of Seattle for a little while. I don't see anything live right now that on let me do it this way. Hold on. Okay, it looks like a lot of what you can see on even YouTube right now are just, people having conversations around what's on the news media. In fact, is what I'm talking about here. Why won't that go away? There, that's why. Oh no, people are putting that sketch up as if it's real. Really? Okay, I don't know. This looks like. Let's see what this is. Local media there. That's the Culvers. That's where the stop took place. Have they towed the van already? You would think they did or would by now. Oh, about knocked my phone off my thing. She's shining a flashlight on this vehicle and taking a picture of it. That's not a white van. Now remember, in the earlier footage, we saw a white van sitting, but you couldn't tell if they were like at this white van. They're on this vehicle right here. That ain't no white van. Let me screenshot this shit. Hold on. Okay. I don't know this. I don't know where the white van went, but they sure are on this car right here. Is this the actual vehicle that was pulled over? And people just saw a white van in the shot and assumed that's what it was. That's what I'm wondering. People just happened to see a white cargo van in the shot, the live feed of the traffic stop, and assume that was it. Because I'm not seeing a white van right now. I'm just seeing this other car there all over. I mean, all over. Hmm. I forget which reporter the other day, when they did the white tent in front of Nancy's house, he said he recognized the FBI agent as being one of the agents that worked the Brian Koberger case when he was in town covering that. JLR posted they towed a Range Rover. Okay, so this video we're seeing was before it was towed then. Oh, wait, did the Range Rover, because JLR is at the side of the where they're doing the search of that home. Repositioning here. He may have seen this feed is where he got that from. It makes me feral too, Simi, so there ain't no telling what's been to fly out of my mouth. And plus I'm getting hangry. And I'm like, I need to go find something to eat. It's already 12:40. I don't even know if I can order anything at this point. Are people just comment on the show but don't watch it? I don't understand. We know there was a lot of DNA, or apparently DNA, found in the home. Maybe people tune in for like 5 minutes and don't realize we do know more than we actually saying in that 5 minutes. I don't know. I just can't figure it out no more. Is there a pizza place open? Like, first thing it shows me is coffee. Like, no, I think I might have had enough today. I wonder how long it actually sat there before they got a tow truck to get down there to get it. They're not going to fully process that thing until they get it to the department. They're not going to do it in the parking lot, right? I'm gonna go look and see if we see any updates while we're looking at that. Let's see, what did I get sent something new? Okay. Oh shit, really? All right. Well, that is really weird. That's contradictory to what Dolly was saying. I'm so confused. Okay, let me pull this up. KVOA. That wouldn't happen if there wasn't something to hide. All right, let me pull the screen up. This is not good. If the reporting is accurate, let me get the damn screen up. I keep hitting share or extra camera versus share screen because they're right next to each other. All right, KVOA reported 6 minutes ago that a Shadows Hill resident tells Tucson News for Tucson that she witnessed 3 people being detained and another person shot himself in the head during a SWAT operation on Friday night. Hell, I got to pull this down to pull the story up, and then I can pull it back up. Are y'all just the people who are writing the stupid emails to TMZ? Or did you take Miss Nancy? Because if you didn't do anything wrong, you wouldn't have harmed yourself. Is that why the coroner's van came in? Remember? Because it came into the scene. All right. I'll have to read it because it won't pull up on the computer. A Shadow Hills resident tells News 4 that she witnessed 3 people being detained and another person shot himself in the head during a SWAT operation Friday night. This comes after a SWAT situation occurred in the Shadow Hills neighborhood on the 13th. Pima County Sheriff's Department said the SWAT operation was in connection with Nancy Guthrie investigation. And it just talks about the cops blocking the road. Details are limited, and a statement is expected to come soon. The FBI's Operational Technology Division recently released a description of the subject. Okay, 5. We knew that part. Let's see. And it goes into about stuff we already know about turning in tips, but damn. I don't know, man. That's not, I mean, why would you do that if you didn't have something to hide, right? What, Simi? What are you saying? Oh yeah, I get you. I get you. I mean, it's okay to share what you're hearing, but also be mindful of where you're getting it from, right? And try not to. We're like some of this we see. We're like, oh, do we? Who is this? Who's tweeting it? All these things, right? Some people have to learn the hard way. Two at the house. Well, we're hearing there was a couple people, three people at the house at least, and then there was one or two at that car at least. From the house, though, it sounds like two men and a woman, but what about this guy who harmed themselves? K Gun is reporting on Twitter the new video of FBI and Pima County Sheriff investigating an SUV Range Rover at the Culver's parking lot. And they are photographing the hell out of this Range Rover. Is that, hang on, I'm trying to see this video if I need to pull this up or not. What's happening? Oh, they're still taking pictures of it. Okay, I got it. Okay, so it was just a video that I seen on Twitter, and they're just photographing that vehicle. Hmm. I wonder if any other neighbors have spoke out or talking to other media. You know what I mean? I don't see Enton reporting anything. Um, all right, let me check. Yeah. Oh, God, I'm sorry. I was yawning, y'all. It came out of nowhere. But about getting a muscle spasm in the left side of my neck. What in the hell? I have a really bad. My muscles in my neck are horrible, and if I'm not careful, I can put myself into a spasm really easily. Nerdy tweeted for me, and it says Carlos and his family right now hoping this turns out to be the suspect so they can finally get their phones back. Lord. I'm more concerned about where's Miss Nancy still and why this person unalived themselves if they got nothing to freaking hide. Like, come on. You know, it's not just, oh God, the cops think I did something. No, 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 no. What has this got to do with anything? That's not even one of the addresses that we've been what's going on? Lord, people and their information. Oh, it's in the Shadow Hills neighborhood, I see. But that's not the address we were told earlier, and that's not the name. So I don't know what this person's talking about. They've put out a, oh, it's that account? Let me see. Are they at a different location too? And they're still reporting that Nancy was not found at that home. Okay, I don't see. Now, somebody tweeted they saw that Range Rover driving through Nancy's neighborhood while watching one of JLR's lives. Holy cow. It might be time for me to get off the internet again. I can't. Wow. All right, let's go see what K Gun's got. It's just a little more video of that car. Ah, the feds covered up the plates to that vehicle before. Go to here. Okay. Now let me find it. Let's see. Law enforcement activities underway at a residence near East Orange Grove Road and North First Ave. I thought that was the area they were already at. "8 minutes ago, Pima County Sheriff's Department reports that activity is underway at a residence near East Orange Grove and First Ave." So let me put in this new address I just got off that I saw on the internet, and let me see where it's at. Because if is that a separate location, I'm wondering. Because that's not the same address. Okay, that's it. So are they not at 6271 Placida? Or, wait, hang on. Because this house that was just put on Twitter, the address is just a couple houses down from the one everybody thought they were at. All right, so let me. An 88-year-old person? So that address that was put out a few minutes ago is an 89-year-old person's house. I don't know what to make of that. I know, Kat, it's crazy. Maybe he has like youngsters living with him, right? Like his children or grands, or I don't know what to make of all that. Yeah, Kentucky. Dolly. Well, Dolly thinks he saw the suspect harm himself, but that's apparently not the case because we know that the person that was pulled over has been detained. We saw the person sitting in the back of a cop car, and they are now photographing the vehicle they were driving. So I don't know where he got that from, but we're hearing reports now that the home they've been raided and searched, somebody there unalived themselves. Yeah, I just read. Okay, we got that report. Yeah, I don't think. Yeah, I'm not. I don't. I'm not sitting here holding my breath for a press conference. You know what I'm saying? I'm just not. I live in the real world, and I don't expect it. It would be nice for their statement, but they're going to be there all fucking night. They're going to be looking at this dude. They got to process that car, that house, and everything. And we got an unalived person now on our hands. There's a lot going to happen right over the next few hours with all that. So we are not going to know much more until in the morning. So with that said, I'm going to let you guys go. I'm going to let my mods go. We're going to let everybody go get some sleep, some eats, whatever you need to do. Try not to, I know if you're like me and you've been with us as long as we've all been here together, it's going to be really hard to get any sleep. But I'm going to keep my eye on things for sure. Yeah, there'll be some sort of presser in the morning as to what all of this is. Because I think at this point, if they don't come out with a presser, it's going to look real fucking shitty on their parts. I don't care who's in charge anymore. If y'all don't come out with a presser tomorrow and give an actual update, it's going to look real shitty on everybody in that state. And if I was Savannah, but she's probably being kept abreast of everything, right? Everything. But at this point, they better come out and give us an update in the morning. And I'll be up and we'll come live and we'll get everything out there in the morning as soon as I get up and get the gist of what's going on. We'll come back live and find out what the updates are, guys. And all we do know at this point, it appears that Miss Nancy was not there. We still don't know where she is, and we don't know how she is, and that is a horrible, horrible thing. Yeah, no additional information at this time. I don't think we're going to get a whole lot tonight either, Butterfly. I think you and Rach are right. We're not going to get a lot. All right, guys, y'all, we've been dropping the links to the places we suggest y'all go here, the Twitter feeds and the YouTube accounts. And I know all of you have your usual places you like to go to seek out everything. So y'all go do that. Be safe out there. Take it all in. You know what I mean? Breathe. and have a good night, or try to. And I'll see you guys back here in the morning at some point, all right? Thank y'all for coming in. I really appreciate y'all. Y'all have a good night. Prayers from Miss Nancy.
Thank you all for watching this here video. Please like and subscribe and follow.
Is my outro not going to play again?
Much love from Little Yak.
I've clicked it. Oh, wait. It tried. Hold on. It was trying to come to me. I was just not patient. It's being super slow. I've clicked it again and nothing's happening. So I guess I just got to peace out, peeps. All right. Y'all have a good night. I'll see you back here in